Struggling to get a girl's attention? Don't worry, you're in the right place. Today we're diving deep into the psychology of attraction. Forget about cheesy pickup lines and just be yourself advice. We're talking about real strategies backed by science so you can become, as I like to say, the reincarnated male version of Regina George. Someone girls are drawn to without having to be a jerk, ready to learn the secrets. Let's get started. Lesson 1. The Scarcity Principle. Introduction to the Scarcity Principle. The scarcity principle is a powerful psychological idea that states we value things more when they're less available. Imagine you've got two identical items. One is easy to get and the other is rare or in limited supply. Chances are you'd value the limited item more. This principle applies to relationships too. When you're too available, people might take your presence for granted. Dr. Robert Cialdini's research explains that scarcity drives attraction. People want what they can't easily have because it feels more valuable. The nice guy problem. It's not that girls don't like nice guys. It's that nice guys often end up making themselves too accessible, undermining the scarcity principle. When you're always available, responding instantly or constantly complimenting, you may seem less special. In contrast, the so-called bad boys appear more elusive, which makes them seem more valuable by comparison, applying scarcity without being rude. The trick is to find a balance between being kind and showing you have your own life, interests, and boundaries. For instance, instead of always texting back immediately, give it a little time. Don't force yourself to play games, but balance your availability with other commitments like hobbies, goals, or spending time with friends. If she's used to guys who compete for her attention, being a little less eager can make you stand out. How this looks in real life. Imagine you're at a party and you see someone you're interested in. Most guys might immediately try to impress her, but here's where you do things differently. You make brief eye contact, smile, say a simple hi, and keep moving. This sends a clear signal. You're interested, but you're not desperate. Later, when you talk again, you've set a foundation of intrigue, making her more likely to pay attention to you. Scarcity, when done subtly, can turn you from just another guy into someone she's intrigued by. Lesson 2. The gain-loss theory of attraction. How gain-loss works in relationships. This theory explains why people feel more connected to someone who was initially indifferent, or even a bit distant, but eventually warms up to them. It's not about being hot and cold or playing games. Instead, it's about not giving everything away at once and letting interest grow naturally over time, creating a sense of earned connection. When you meet someone, instead of putting all your interest out there, start by building rapport in a natural way. Allow the other person to earn your enthusiasm over time. When she feels like she's getting to know you layer by layer, she'll often appreciate the connection more using gain-loss without games. Gain-loss works best when it's genuine. For example, maybe you're polite and a bit reserved at first, but as you start connecting, you laugh more or share more personal stories. She'll see a progression in your interest, which can feel rewarding to her. Example: imagine you're out with friends and she's in the group. In the beginning, you engage in general conversation, not singling her out. Over time, if she shows interest in something specific you're discussing, you respond more warmly, maybe even complimenting her insight. This progression in attention makes the connection feel earned, not assumed. Lesson 3. Proximity and consistency in attraction. The science of physical proximity. Numerous studies show that proximity, or being near someone frequently, has a major effect on building friendships and romantic relationships. If you see someone regularly, you're more likely to feel comfortable around them. This familiarity breeds a natural attraction over time, balancing scarcity and proximity. You want to balance being present without feeling intrusive. Proximity is effective when it's casual and not forced. You don't want to follow her around instead. Seek natural opportunities to share space. How to build natural proximity. If there's a chance to join the same social circle or be part of the same club or class, that's a great start. Even small, consistent interactions like saying hello when you pass by can create a familiarity. It's important to keep things light and friendly, which makes her more likely to view you as approachable and someone she wants to know better. Real-life application. Say you notice a woman at your favorite coffee shop. If you start coming in around the same time every week, she'll begin to recognize you. A nod here, a smile there, and over time you have an opportunity to strike up a conversation. You're not forcing proximity. You're simply making it easy to get familiar with each other. Lesson 4. The Ben Franklin Effect. What is the Ben Franklin Effect? This phenomenon shows that when someone does you a small favor, they often feel more connected to you afterward. It sounds counterintuitive, but helping you makes them feel like they've invested in you. Ben Franklin famously used this tactic by asking people for small favors to build rapport, applying this in dating. To make the most of this effect, ask her for little, genuine favors. This doesn't mean asking her to do big things. Keep it light. Maybe you ask her to help you pick out an item, recommend a book, or hold something for a moment. Why this works. When people do something kind, they subconsciously like the person they helped because they've invested a bit of effort or time. It's simple psychology. If she's done a favor for you, she might feel a bit closer to you as a result. Example in practice. Suppose you're at a study group and can't remember the name of a book. Asking her if she knows it gives her a small role to help you. It's a simple interaction, but it adds a sense of connection without any big gesture. Lesson 5, the Discord mod effect, appearance and presentation, how presentation impacts attraction. Surprisingly, studies show that presentation can play a significant role in attraction. Good grooming, posture, and clothing make you seem more put together, which signals that you value yourself and the people around you. Practical tips for enhancing appearance. This doesn't mean you need a total makeover. Focus on simple habits, standing tall, dressing neatly, and practicing good hygiene. When you walk into a room with good posture, people naturally see you as more confident. Examples of simple changes. A clean, well-fitting outfit can make a huge difference. Even small touches like well-maintained hair and a fresh scent are enough to elevate your presence. In many ways, good grooming shows that you care, which adds to your overall appeal real-life scenario. Think about the impression you make when you walk into a room. Good posture, a clean shirt, and a simple smile can set you apart. Even if you don't say much, you create an inviting presence that people find attractive. Lesson 6. The role of luck in attraction. Biological compatibility. Understanding pheromones and biological compatibility. Pheromones, chemical signals we emit, play a part in attraction, as they carry information about our immune systems. Studies have shown that people are often more attracted to individuals with different immune profiles, as it can lead to healthier offspring. Why compatibility is unpredictable. You might find someone great in every way, but sometimes there's no spark. Biological factors play a huge role, and sometimes attraction simply isn't there due to pheromones or immune compatibility. Dealing with this in relationships. Accept that compatibility can sometimes be out of your control. When you're authentic and put yourself out there, you give yourself the best chance of attracting someone who truly resonates with you. Example, you've probably heard of chemistry. Sometimes two people just don't have it, even if they tick all the boxes on paper. Rather than forcing attraction, recognize that true compatibility often has an undefinable element, which is normal. Lesson 7. Authenticity and the power of being genuine. Why authenticity matters. Studies show that genuine confidence and authenticity are universally attractive traits. People are drawn to individuals who are comfortable in their skin, as it makes them seem trustworthy and emotionally stable. How to build authentic attraction? Forget trying to be someone else. Instead, work on developing qualities you genuinely like about yourself. Pursue your interests, work on goals that matter to you, and connect with people in a way that feels natural. Letting go of the perfect image. People can sense when you're trying too hard, which often has the opposite effect. When you relax and express yourself openly, you attract people who appreciate the real you. Example, imagine you're on a date, and instead of focusing on saying the right thing, you share your genuine thoughts and interests. Authenticity creates an immediate connection, setting a foundation for attraction based on who you truly are, rather than a persona. I hope these psychology-backed tips help you build genuine connections. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which tip you'll try out first. Until next time, stay confident and keep being your true self. Thanks for watching.